Hello everybody, this is Gan360, and I'm going to play a brand new game that's just appeared on Steam called Fausts Alptraum. I don't know too much about it, it's a brand new game, but let's see what happens. LabORat Studios. Excuse me. Fausts Alptraum. Piano. Ooh, very loud radio.
Setting 1012.
Perhaps slightly chillier in the San Fernando.
Again you show yourselves, you wavering forms, revealed as you once were to clouded vision. Shall I attempt to hold you fast once more? Hearts willing still suffer that illusion. Of lovely hours, those slipped from me and lost, they can no longer hear this latest song. I bring my verses to the unknown throng, my heart's made anxious even by their clapping. A shudder takes me, tear on tear entire. The firm heart feels weakened and remote. What I possess seems far away from me, and what is gone becomes reality. Gothy Faust, or Gothy Faust. I gotta figure a way to set up a timer on this thing so I can figure out how much time is passing. Today is Henrik Faust's funeral. Despite how the sign read, even she wasn't sure if that was his real name. So let's put it this way. Today is Daddy's funeral. There are more people here than I thought. Aunt revealed traces of annoyance beneath her veil. So sleepy, the girl thought. Why must we get up to face such a dreary day? Chatter permeated the sea of black suits, of which she recognized only a few. A few in the crowd wept with sorrow. How nice it was that there were still those who would lament his passing. By the way, I think this is like a RPG Maker-style horror game, from what I could kind of tell. I haven't played it before, so it's technically a blind Let's Play. It's about time to go, Aunt asked with a smile. Why does Aunt smile when she clearly never means it? The girl yawned and looked at the tomb, almost wishing she could swap places with the person resting inside. The coffin closed with a firm click as if a patch of clouds in the gloomy sky had run headlong into the wall. Is it this one? No. No matter how tidily the lush blue tiles were stacked, one could still detect the passage of time. What's wrong? Aunt turned around mystified. The girl didn't want to go in. Aunt smiled wryly? I'm going to say wryly. As if she had read the girl's mind. You only have to go in and see what's in there. Don't worry, it belongs to you now. No. Why do you think that would bother me? This isn't what you guys say at home. However, the girl kept all those thoughts to herself. Never mind, just wait outside then. Aunt waved as she turned dismissively. The doorknob turned smoothly. So slow. Going in wasn't better than staying out here. But she just wanted to go home as soon as possible. Any home would do. Aunt Marthy? The very air seemed to freeze. A horizontal layout could just barely be made out, though through the haze clouding the unlit lights in the antechamber. In the silence, as if dust would be stirred up by the slightest step. But the odd thing was, there was no dust at all. Weird. Both doors were locked. Why? The electricity must be on. Where's a light? A light. Eek! Ah, just a cat. That was frightening. Feline eyes lanced a sharp look out of the gloom, where coal-black fur melted into the shadows. It flicked away in the next second. Ah, it disappeared. Where had it come from? The cat had vanished from the corners of her eyes. Weird. Huh? Keep pushing the enter button because I don't know the instructions yet. The empty path extended further into the darkness. No, Aunt could not have passed by here. But... oh, there we go. Okay. Ah, here's the instructions. Move arrow keys, confirm, C, X. Pressing Alt-Enter switches to full screen mode. Chocolates will increase walking speed, matches will increase the line of sight. Keeping up to a certain walking speed and sight radius will decrease the chances of danger. If the screen blacks out, you will return to your bed. This does not mean you died. What has already happened does not need to be repeated. Some items can be worn. The cat will give you some clue by reacting to specific items. If the screen is too dim, please increase screen brightness. Earphones are recommended for play, as some puzzles are accompanied by music. Text that has already been read will appear in this bookcase. Yeah, if you don't know it, I don't have like one of those fancy microphones, unfortunately, like I see Markiplier or Jacksepticeye use. And yeah, love those guys. They're awesome. I have a headset I got from my best friend, KDH of Avalon. I love this thing. And I've been using it as my recording device, so I have a built-in headset right with the microphone. So I apologize if it sounds a little close or anything. I wish I had a better mic, but I don't mind using it this way. It's kind of fun. There doesn't seem to be a save option yet, so okay. Can I run? No. You definitely got the horror vibe down. Sound effects are everything in a horror game. There was nothing. Empty space all around her, but nothing revealed itself. The dead air thrummed violently in her ears. I have to admit, I love the use of vocabulary in this thing. I'm learning new words. There's no way Aunt could be here. A screeching noise came from the door behind her. What in the world? Darkness oozed in. Well, that's not a good thing. What's gonna... I like the art style, I have to admit. What do you what? What do you see? Oh, jeez, hello. This was the beginning of the nightmare. A patch of purple was eerily bright in the absence of light, as it had been sugar-coated with icing. Hello? Oh, hi there. An ear-piercingly sweet voice sounded as the patch of purple probed out of the from the inky depths. Smooth locks, bleached of color, as if waiting for a painter's palette that would drip down any second now, peered out. The ashen-faced owner turned to greet her. Hi? Yes? Oh, excellent. You understand me. A purplish-white figure pulled itself up as if ascending a long flight of stairs. It's a long pair of boots. What time is it? Is it spring? Long, long sleeves flapped across her vision, but the way the figure moved didn't seem entirely human. I would say that by the horns on her head. Did you not see those? Who are you? I remember the door being locked. If there's nothing else, can you shut the door on your way out? Started moving away with a flourish of its sleeves, accompanied by the clopping sound of a horse's hooves. It seemed bored, but this made her feel a bit uneasy. She yelled defiantly, I don't want to leave! This is Father's house, so she should be the one to inherit it. The adults had said that before. No matter how unwillingly their expressions had been, they indeed said that before. Therefore, she wasn't going to let herself be swept out of the door, no matter what. The figure styled and turned back despite being far away. Oh, She regretted her words almost immediately, particularly as the figure swiftly closed the distance between them. She realized its expression hadn't changed, as she tilted her head a long, long way up to meet its gaze. Really? Violently purple eyes flashed gleefully as if they had suddenly remembered something. A garish grin abruptly split open the pale face. Elizabeth. A cloyingly sweet voice spelled out the girl's name. You've returned. The lights disappeared suddenly as if window shutters had snapped shut. And then the door opened. Her body moved of its own accord, disconnected from a mind roiling with confusion. Elizabeth sprinted up the steps and past a dim doorframe draped with spiderwebs retracing her original path. She couldn't remember why she set foot in this place, and a growing sense of nauseated distaste urged her to leave. Her heart settled when she finally set foot on the lush carpet. As long as the front door is still open, then. Huh? What? Uh-oh. There was nothing on the wall. Where's the door? She was trapped by the nothingness that revealed itself in front of her, just like how the cat previously cowered in the corner. This couldn't possibly be happening. Oh. What's wrong? That nauseating voice was starting to become irritatingly familiar. Let me out, she cried. Eh? What's that you say? Ooh, static's pretty loud. There's no such thing as a front door, she retorted. I just came in from the front door. I didn't see that. You told me to shut the door on my way out. I don't remember saying that. The unease that had disappeared resurfaced with a will almost tangible in its strength. Terror, exhaustion. She didn't want to face this latest turn of events. A strong sense of fatigue stole its way into her mind, and her eyes started to close. What's wrong? Ah, Elizabeth? How? How did the being know her name? Her eyes shut firmly before she could ask the question. Pretty good so far for a game. I have never played this. It looks pretty cool. Indeed, I shall enchant your eyes and your ears, instead of shutting yourself away, sad as the worm that gnaws your books. Come, follow me to a new place. Let us go, then, to learn about life, and leave the rubbish to philosophy. Berlizio, La Darnation de Faust. Yeah, I try not to swear if I have to. I mean, I know it's an actual book title, but Elizabeth opened her eyes. Where is this place? The pendulum ticked away mercilessly on the empty air, as if it was the only living thing left in the world. She falls asleep standing up. Oh. Okay, so if I'm idle, she just falls asleep. Alright, for now, I'm going to have to learn to figure out how to save. So for now, this is Gan360 signing off, and I will be back next time with more of Fausts Alptraum. Ciao!